Hello and welcome to this video. If you've only got a few days left to file your tax return, then make sure you watch this particular video because we're going to be using QuickBooks Self Employed both on mobile and on the desktop to make sure that you can file it no matter what. Now, QuickBooks Self Employed is the simplest version of QuickBooks out there, and if you have a quick return needed, this could be the perfect solution for you. So join me as we go and create an account and make sure we can get ourselves filed over to HMRC. Let's go. Hello, my name is Aaron Patrick and I am a chartered accountant, a certified UK trainer with a fancy new logo, that QuickBooks chap on the internet, and also head of accounts here at Bookkeeping. Now this video is a bit of a two-parter. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make sure you've got your QuickBooks SE, your QuickBooks Self-Employed license all ready and waiting, ready to file that all-important tax return. And then over on Bookkeeping, we're going to release a video that's going to show you how to file that tax return completely. So the best thing for you to do is get yourself prepared, use these time to go through, get it all downloaded, get it ready to go, and then when that video comes out on Bookkeeping, you'll have everything you need to make sure you do not miss that final tax return, because we don't want penalties at all. Now, why are we using QuickBooks Self-Employed? Well, normally on this channel, we concentrate on QuickBooks Online, which is the big brother, the big daddy version of QuickBooks itself. And they've got lots of great features. Obviously, I absolutely adore the software because I'm using it all the time. But I also know that for some people, it can be quite daunting. And also, if you've just got to get a tax return completed and time is not on your side, QuickBooks Self-Employed to me is the best solution. It's so easy to use, so straightforward. You will feel far more comfortable by just getting it involved. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go straight into getting QuickBooks Self-Employed all set up, and we're going to go and see how we can get our tax return completed in a matter of moments. Let's have a look. Now, one of the first things we need to make sure is if we go into QuickBooks on your app store of choice, then you need to be making sure you're putting the right one in. So I've got two choices here. I've got QuickBooks Self-Employed at the very top, QuickBooks Accounting. It's actually QuickBooks Self-Employed I'm interested in. Now, if you want a discounted version of QuickBooks Self-Employed, please do head over to my accounting firm, Bookkeeping, to their e-store, and we're actually giving away some discounted prices, especially during this time when we know that you guys need it more than ever. So head over to the website, get yourself a discounted version of QuickBooks Self-Employed. Now, once you've got yourself logged in and signed in, for me, it's really straightforward. It uses the whole Face ID. Then, first of all, I'm going to use the app to tell you, and then I'm going to move over to the desktop itself and give you some indication of what's going on. So, right, okay, so straight in front of me now, it's giving me my dashboard as soon as I've logged in. Now, I've already put a bit of information in here, but let's pretend I'm starting from scratch. Down the left-hand button down here, once I've gone through all of these, through the dashboard, this, as you can see, when you've got information there, it's giving you quite a bit of information. Now, the left-hand side down bottom here, that's going to tell me my dashboard. Great. I've also got my transactions as well. Now, transactions is basically information that's been generated in the transactions that go through. Now, it's telling me straight away I've got a bank connection issue. We're going to talk about that in a moment, what that means. But next to it is a plus button. From here, from that plus button, this is going to give you the opportunity to be able to make sure that you can add things accordingly. So I can add income manually. So I can tick this and I can say that I actually had eBay and it was for £150 and it was in business income. I even get to take a photo of it, and that photo then can be brought in and I can use it from there. So it's dead good. Now, once I've done that, I press save, make sure I've got the date right, and that information is going to be added. Now, that's going to take me quite a while, but when I press plus, I can add an expense manually, or I can just snap receipt. And then what will happen is it'll open my camera. I get my camera out. Oh, there I am. Find a receipt, and I can then just capture that receipt. And what it's going to use is what's called OCR technology. And what that basically means is it's going to grab the data from that receipt, keep a nice little digital version of it for me so I can use that as I need to, but extract the important information so that I can put that in. This is going to save you so much time. We love this feature. So I've snapped the receipt, I've put my transactions in. What else can I do? Well, the most important thing for you to do is really add your bank account. Now, if I say bank account information here, it's going to tell me all the information that I've got, and I can add the ones that I need to. Now, I've just gone and added loads and loads of accounts. You, though, probably don't want to add as many as I've done. So let's just go through and so you press the plus at the button, And then I'm going to go and I'm going to add my Revolut account. Continue. Yeah, agree. This is actually a business one. Switch to information in, log myself in. Yep. Confirm login. Login confirmed. And now it's connecting. I can add which ones I want. Authorize. Confirm with the Revolut business app. Authorize. Access granted. And just like that, I'm connecting my bank account directly to QuickBooks Self Employed. Now, why is that important? Well, what that means is that all the transactions I've made during the year, well, they're being brought in, simple as that. And that means I don't have to go individually putting those transactions in. They will already be there, which means as soon as I press OK and look at this list now, it's now generated by a lot of transactions. And these transactions that I have here, I can go into. So see that O2 one there? Well, that's definitely going to be a business expense. Click on business, say it was phone and internet. It's actually learned that already. And then I can go in and I can put that in as a transaction. I can even create it as a rule. And I can say that my O2, every time that I see it, is always going to go as telephone expenses. Press confirm, put that one in there, press save. I've just added a transaction as quick as that. And that's where the beauty of this is going to do. Now it's gone through and done 5 transactions just like that. So what I would recommend you do is find a transaction, make it a business, say what the business is related to, go through this list of handy little items here, attach a receipt if you've got a receipt available, but always use that create rule button, confirm it. That means now every time it sees grid serve for me, it's going to press save and those transactions will automatically be done. I've got another 2 going through. And it's just going to make your life easier. Every time there's some income like this one, I'm going to say it's for business. I'm going to say it's business income. Again, I'm going to create a rule. I'm going to press confirm. As simple as that. I'm now adding transactions, pressing save. 22 transactions added like that. And see this list of what transactions you want to bring in. So it's got a really handy mileage tracker as well. So going forward, if I go to settings, turn this feature on, that means that mileage is always going to be there for me. So I can rely on this to record my mileage so that it goes through. And then I can even send invoices directly from here. If I've got more of a invoice kind of S1, let's have a look at this. I've got Facebook Marketplace sale there. This was me sending an invoice, where it's gone to, and then I'm now happy that that's gone through and I can record it as possible. Then finally, the end tab is my taxes one. And the beauty of this is this layout here is the layout you're going to need to be able to file your tax return on HMRC. Now, that's the app. Quick, easy, we love the app and we're never ever going to not like this app. But let's just have a look at the browser as well to see what other features we have. Now the beauty of it is actually the browser area is very, very similar. We're not going to see a whole redesign of anything new here. Actually, what we're going to see here is it's going to just be a lot of information that's going to be the same, but it's just in an area where we could probably deal with it a lot quicker. See, what I like is this home, this dashboard area, very similar to the dashboard we have on our mobile phone. Just here, look. So it's very, very similar to this one. It's going to give us similar sort of information. But what it does do, though, is give us transactions as well. And these are the same transactions we've looked at. It's going to tell me that I need to renew my bank connection there. And it's simple as that. I can click on there. Very similar to what I did on the mobile app. Really quick and easy. But more importantly for me, this is just going to make my life so much easier. What I love about using this as opposed to the mobile app is I get the same functionality. So here's another one. I can say it's business related. I can even go in and just open it up a little bit more, put a receipt in there. I can even use the add rule functionality here to say every time I've seen pub count, it's going to go in and it's going to be other business and I'm happy with that one. Same with every time I see maybe eBay, I want to say that's business. I'm actually going to say this is some goods that got bought. And again, I'm going to make a rule every time this comes through. I can even apply it to past transactions, press save, and those transactions are going to be added. What's really useful about doing it from here as opposed to your mobile is you get a lot more filtering options. So I can go through and say, well, what items are unreviewed? This is the important bit. This is what's going to affect what's going on, especially for the tax year that I need to complete. Now I know I've got all of these ones to complete and to go through and look into. I have the option to batch add as well. So maybe I want to mark all of them business or all of personal, or maybe need to exclude a few of them. But it does mean that I can go through and quickly put this information in. This is what's important to me. This is what's left for my bank. So I can see there's a couple of errands there. So I'm going to put that and I'm going to mark them as personal and apply them. I can even go, actually, it's going to take me a while to do that one. So if I click into it, put it as personal, and then it's saying, well, you keep doing this errand personal. So also apply to it. Let's create a new rule and make my life even easier. Let's say I've got these lots of UPSs here. Let's tick, 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 and tick. Well, I want to make these as business, and I want to make sure my category, and I want to apply. Mark as business, apply. And you can see how quick and easy it is for me to go through. Now, once I've gone through and done all these, and just to make things easier, I'm just going to mark them all as business and categorize all of them. You'll get to the point where we couldn't find everything. Everything's now been reviewed, so I'm good to go at this point in time. From there, I can then go to my report section, and within the browser area, I do get some more reports. And my favorite report out of all of them is this tax detail section here. If I was to download this now, let's bring this open. It's going to give me this great audit trail. This audit trail not only going to tell me what I need to complete in my tax return itself, so what income I need to put in, all my expenses and how much they're going to be, but also, more importantly, all the details related to it. What made my income in that period? What made my expenses of each one? And I can see all the information that relates to it. And this file here, I would save and keep, because that's going to be my most important part of me proving what is right for my QuickBooks and my tax return at this point in time. If you just want to have a look at the tax summary though, you can view it just here. And what you also have the option to do with this is, if you do look in the right hand side up the top and use your tax profile, then you can make some adjustments here to get a better understanding of what that estimate's going to be. But here it's telling me again what boxes I can fill in and helping me complete my tax return. And all I needed to do was add that information and I was off the races. Also, if you look at, say, the profit and loss account and have a look and see that tax year and have a look at it, or maybe it's the tax a year before that you're interested in, that's better. You can actually find ways to look at it in more detail. So if I'm a bit confused as to why this is minus 120, that doesn't look right to me, I click into it, have a look at it. Oh, it looks like I put them to the wrong ones. Actually, I can tick and move them to business income and press apply. Now they're in the right area. And as quick as that, I'm able to move things around, go back to my report, go back to last tax year's profit and loss. And you'll notice I now don't have that minus figure. I've got the 792 now. My income's been increased because I've put things in the right place. When you're using QuickBooks Self-Employed, it's all about making sure that you have confidence in it, and more importantly for us as accountants, giving us that detail that we need as well. We love QuickBooks Self-Employed. And what I would recommend as well is using the tagging feature just here. So if I've clicked into it and I'm looking at the feature and I'm going and looking into it, and I'm actually thinking to myself, you know what? I need someone to confirm that. I can add a tag, pick if it's a project or a client or location that I need to be worried about. For me though, I'm looking for, and actually this event is going to be accountant. I give it a color if I need to, press finish. And what that means now is I can add my tag in. So I click onto a transaction that I'm a bit confused about. Let's go back to this one, for example. And I want to put some tags into there, add tags. Tags go down the bottom here, accountant to check and save. And what that means then is that transaction's now really easy. So for example, we encourage this for our clients. And then as the accountant, I can go in and I can say accountants to check. And then it gives me the opportunity to see those ones. So I now know that out of all the transactions, these are the ones my client wants me to look at. And I can go through and I can click on them and I can see if it's right or wrong. So actually I could look at this and say, actually, that should have been personal or whatever the information is going to be. And I can adjust it and sort it out for them. I can view a receipt if I've got the receipt. When I know I've completed it and I'm happy with it, I take off the tag and then I know I've done everything I can to help my client. Makes things super, super simple. From the browser, I can do everything I could on my phone. So I can look at managing accounts, add bank account, import transactions. Say that I've missed kind of a period, I can download that period from my bank account itself, and then I can add it directly from here. I can export receipts. I've got a whole plethora of options I can do here. I can even manage rules, so that if one of the rules isn't quite working, I can go in, edit it here, and maybe amend it as I need to from there. Ultimately, I've got everything I need to make sure that I can quickly go in and get that tax return all completed. Hopefully that's going to help you. If you have any problems with it whatsoever, don't forget to use the comment section below and we'll be able to answer some questions, or reach out to my accounting firm, Boffix, where we can not only can we do discount licenses, but we can check that tax return before you submit it using what we call our MOT, meaning that we can make sure that before you press submit, you get the confidence that everything is right. We also have the ability to just do the complete tax return for you. If you don't want to be involved in it, don't blame you, we can get that done for you. But if you are looking to do your tax return, keep an eye out for Boffix. Go over to the Boffix channel. There you'll be able to have the ability to be able to see exactly how to complete the tax return itself. But you're going to need the information from here. So concentrate on getting QuickBooks Self Employed right first time, every time. And then you're going to be able to go in and get everything sorted. Good luck with it all. I'm hoping that each and every one of you do not miss that particular deadline and don't get a penalty. If you do need any assistance though, don't forget you know where we are. My name has been Aaron Patrick. This video has been an absolute pleasure to do with you. Good luck using QuickBooks Self Employed. If you like it, make sure you let us know in the comments below if we've helped in any way. It'd be great to see some positive stories of how you've been able to get your tax return completed. My name has been Aaron Patrick. This is your chance to make sure you don't miss that tax return. Good luck out there, everyone. If you need any questions, you know where we are. My name is Aaron Patrick. Absolute pleasure, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.